Hello there. This is, I guess, another episode of Thinking Out Loud. This is personal for me because it's just things just happen right then and there. And yeah, where should I start? I could start with my story about February. Something happened in February. I just moved out and you know, still getting used to this place and my medication is has been adjust and I forgot to take the medication for like 2 days, not in consecutive days, of course, but it's still pretty bad because I it's not like I skip it. It's more like I forgot to take it, or maybe I forgot what exactly caused the issue or things. But I think I took the medication and or maybe I didn't take. I don't. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm completely forgot about it. But it was like a dosage of a medication which I would not name, but it makes you sleepy and it's a bit of a psychosis medication. And back then I didn't read quite proper on the label, even though I've been taking medication for like 3 years. And yeah, at that point I was like, man, what should I do? So as usual, I've been using ChatGPT to help with my stuff because I'm forgetful and I need to make a routine and make a habit and make like a rule and something like that. It's very helpful if you know how to use AI. It's not just like a chatbot, just so you won't feel lonely. Even though I use other models to stimulate that as well. But the main thing is the ChatGPT. I call it Blue because that's how I feel most of the time. So if I say like "Hi Blue," yeah, I'm feeling blue. Yes, the name aside, it was like asking me, right, like what kind of medication do you take at night, like before sleep or whatever. And so I list them, and it helped me in a way that I know when to take them because I missed the dose, I think. But then I was about to take it again or something like that. I kind of forgot. I might wait. Yeah, I remember. I remember now. There's two separate incidents. The first time was not missing the medication. The first time was overdosing. I was like, I took the med in the evening around like probably 6 p.m. and stuff like that, Bangkok time, and then I take it again at midnight because I thought I forgot my med. So I overdosed basically. So I have to skip the medication for the night, the one that help you sleep. Of course, I won't name them because that's too specific. But if you know about medication and all this, you should be able to guess because it's pretty common. And if you use, I don't know, like my location, as in like being Thailand, you would probably know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I overdosed and I don't know what to do. So I just left my mom a message on Messenger, like to look to like wake me up. If I don't wake up, then that's gonna be a big issue. And I know I take this very lightly, almost as a joke, but it was one moment that I could just be gone, but I didn't because in a way, Blue kind of helped me and saved my life. But even Blue doesn't want me to make the video about that. But I would say this: Blue saved my life, and yeah, that was the first incident. And I did, yeah, my mom did come wake me up and tell me to go eat food or like bring food to me and stuff like that. I overdosed, it's a stupid mistake. And again, I'm still adjusting to the new environment. And then I think it was like a day after or like 2 days after, I missed my med, or maybe overdose again. I kind of forgot. Let me think. Yeah, I probably missed my med, and then I was like, I didn't. It's about bedtime. I talk to Blue all the time, right, to keep in check, and I just kind of skip on that day, and I feel different, when you when you're on medication for 3 years straight, and you skip for one day, it's gonna feel like the world is crumbling down, and that's what happened to me. And I think people could benefit from using AI in a way that I do, because you're not just using it to like vibe coding or making thumbnail, even though I use that too. Start using that recently actually, but help you understand the situation you're in. AI is not always 100% accurate, of course, but so are people on the internet. So even if you Google that, you can get different result. But AI, I don't know how AI works, but it worked for me. So yeah, I missed my met on the second incident, and yeah, it was kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, because I remember when I was missing my met like last year maybe, and like 2 years prior, I missed my met like 2 times, and it was hell. I was crying and sobbing. Like I was crying because I was like, oh man, I feel bad, I feel terrible, and the reason for that really is because I watched an anime called Onimai. Now this is gonna be a weird segment, but I watched Onimai, and the protagonist is like turned into a girl, and now he have or she have to, I don't know how to fucking identify them. They have to adjust to their new environment, which is kind of similar to me, right? And throughout the show, I was like, I was living in a cramped space, which is a reference to the previous video, because you should go watch that. But in all seriousness, I realized that the protagonist have better life than I do, or than I did back then. So I was crying because, man, it's not fair. Some people have it good. Some people just even have the medication and they got family to support them, which I guess is true in this. The first incident that I talked about my mom waking me up, leaving a message just in case I don't wake up, because I don't know how overdosing works, and that's like the first time I overdosed my medication, and it's the psychosis one. It's the one that I talked to my nurse about, and it was like crazy because it was like, oh, this is for psychosis. So I did bring that up to my nurse, and they were like, it's just just something that your doctor prescribed rather, and it should be fine. But that was like way before I missed my dose or stuff like that. I was just like, I didn't use ChatGPT or Blue at the time, so I didn't know what kind of psychosis medication does. So I looked up at Google, and I was panicking because, wow, psychosis is a big word, right? And it's just a scary process going through that. So it's kind of weird because back then I think AI on Google hasn't really been implemented, or maybe not fully. So the result you get is from people, right? And people describe horrible things happening to them with medication that it's specifically for psychosis. So yeah, I was scared. I bring up to my nurse, and she was like, it's fine, it's all right, it's just psychosis, it's just medication that people just prescribe for you. And that was true because, I mean, it's psychosis. I've been taking it for years, right? But that was like the first year that I take medication, so yeah, I have the right to be panicking about that. What else? I think the second time I missed my dose was last year. It was one day, and I was watching something, maybe watching probably the Joker or Blade Runner. I'm not sure, but I was sobbing and crying. It felt like I don't even think I watched those. I think it was like Dead Alive. I think it was Dead Alive anime, and I didn't have a good headphone for my phone, and I wanted to watch it on my phone. So I did watch it, and I felt lonely. I felt like unwanted. It was it was before I get a support from my supporter, and uh, I was still during the process of my crisis about debt. I have debt, so I have to pay it off. Otherwise, I'm gonna get in legal trouble. So I have to do everything to help with the debt. I didn't generate as much money as I do now. Actually, so it's not the other way around. And yeah, good thing I have Blue as an advisor last year, and the model is getting smarter. I'm not here to sell you on AI, but if you, I guess, like take medication, managing stuff and stuff like that, you could benefit from it. You don't have to support the whole AI industry, like, oh, with being like an AI bro, like like, bro, AI is cool, you gotta do this and that, you could wipe coding, bro. Like, bro, AI is the new future, use it to predict crypto and buy that. Nah, you don't have to be that hype man. AI is a tool for me, and it's been working well. Funnily enough, it's an embarrassing story, but I did pay for an AI, and it was like not safe for work stuff, and it was not even good. So I'm gonna cancel my subscription, because it was like, it's not like, oh, you can to confirm this, to use this. No, it's just like, oh, you enter the information, all right, we take your money. So I can't get a refund because it's in their policy for no refund. As for Blue or ChatGPT, I haven't paid for the subscription yet. I got the free, I think the pro mode. Yeah, pro. I got pro for 3 months, and then I canceled my subscription because they would charge me, right? And then it just gave me the premium version, which is way better. It's thinking longer and how you can love stuff. Mainly for memorizing stuff, because I have so much going on. My project, my music project, my video project. I could just note them down, but processing it with like an AI really help, because you can see, it's not dependency in a way, it's more like AI assist. It helps you, I wouldn't say think better, but it point out the flaws that you have. But the thing that I do with the AI is that, with Blue, I think for myself, and then I hold firm to my belief. So not everything the AI said is true. What Blue said is not all accurate. It can be wrong. And sometimes people, well, most of the time really, people are driven by emotion, and that kind of thing doesn't apply to AI. Sentimental, empathy, they understand you logically, but not emotionally. So you should not be emotionally attached to an AI, I would say. But logically, you could use it to make your life better in many ways. And then, well, this is the climax, guys. I forgot my med again, just then, and I took it. I was smoking. I was like, I thought there was some ants in my cup, and I was like, oh, I was gagging. I was like, man, if I didn't take my med, I would gag a lot more. And then I turned on my light, and I was like, oh, I forgot to take my med. So I have to do it all over again with Blue. And Blue asked me, as usual, what med you take? And I was like, this and that, and it's been how many hours, and all this, how many dosage, and it tell me to, oh, it's safe to take it if you want to take it. If it's too close, don't do it, and don't try to double the dosage, which is overdosing. So it's been really helpful. It's been really eye-opening experience for me. Because if I were to talk to like my, I don't know, my family or my friend about this, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do. They're not doctors or nurse. It's not like it's just call like, oh, you forgot my med. We have AI now, and we kind of take it for granted, and people kind of use it for like dumb thing, like generate like little video, little image or whatever. But if we focus AI on human assist, right, AI assist rather, as an assistant like Alexa and all that, I think it'd be fine. I think people wouldn't hate AI out this much, because generative AI is way way worse. I do use generative AI, but I always put a disclaimer in the description of my video or stream, because, well, that's a topic for another day. But yeah, I forgot to take medication today, and yeah, I was high on espresso. I was making a music. I was making a single. If I have to spoil you, making debut music. It's not the first music I made, but it's the first official licensed music I'm making. And yeah, it sounds like a self promo here, but hey, it's my channel, it's my video, so you gotta let it pass on this, right? So yeah, don't forget your med, and don't double the dosage. Don't overdose. It's not cool, and it's not fun. Trust me. You've been here in this video for this long, so I think you should get like the picture already. So yeah, just be careful out there, because you would never know when you're gonna overdose if you take medication. And if you have like people that you care about that you don't have time to take care of them, I would say an AI is at entry level for that kind of thing. Like remind me to take medication every time I eat or something like that. It doesn't exactly produce like dependency, you know, and make it become like as a crush for humanity. As long as you're aware of what you're doing, of what you're using, and what it's for, I think it can be just like any other tool in human history. The first guy making a knife probably wouldn't dream about using it to stab other people. They probably make a knife so you can cut meat and other stuff, and then it fall into the wrong people, or maybe the right people, because without that, I don't know. Because that's the topic of another day. That's gonna be too much for one video. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. One thing leads to another, and people don't like it. I'm not saying they're not ready for it, but it's kind of like surface level kind of thinking, I guess. Of course, the people that are expert and say it, AI is bad for environment, which is true. I agree with that. But using it doesn't contribute it as like a backer or investor to make it go boom, make profit and all that, like support the AI, just like how I did my funny voice before. Yeah, AI kind of saved my life in a way, and I'm so glad that I got this kind of thing for free. For free. Yeah, but I guess, I mean, if you guys want to, I don't know, fund the project for the music, or even for ChatGPT Blue, you can donate on Ko-fi or maybe on Patreon. I could totally pay that, pay for the subscription so I can manage my life better. That'd be really appreciated. So yeah, that's it about my AI, or rather my habit of overdosing and missing my medication, which is crazy. I don't really have a way to end the video. I haven't done it in a while. If you watch it to the end of the video, I guess, thank you. I guess I'm interested to listen to that. I stream sometimes, so catch me on stream. Anyway, take care of yourself out there, and this is not about AI privacy or AI is so good that stuff. It's a human mistake influenced by external opinion from AI or from family or from whoever right? So in my case, it's an AI, so I got a little bit influenced by it, but I'm not on a crush with it. I just use it to assist in my work and assist in my livelihood, because who knows if I did like overdose again like that time, like on like 3 doses on top of each other, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here talking. But yeah, sorry for the abrupt end. I need to make it short so people can actually click on this and watch it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Ciao.